Okay. I think we've hit a good point. Tonight is Hunger Games night. Let's take a little trip down memory lane and talk about our winners so far. This is our 14th Hunger Games. So, the first ever games was won by Bowser from District 5 with 5 kills. So the second games was won by 50 Cent from District 10 with 5 kills. Number 3 was Annie from District 2 with 4 kills. Number 4 was a Big Ant from District 6 with 1 kill. Number 5 was XQC with 3 kills. Angry Birds with 2 kills. Aunt May with 4 kills. Kirby with 4 kills. This is entering the 4-kill meta. Catwoman with 4 kills. And then we hit the 2-kill meta. Kendrick Lamar with 2 kills. Tracer with 2 kills. Monster House with 2 kills. And last time, Dinobot Optimus Prime with 2 kills. These are our previous winners, who will all be invited back for number 25, our quarter quell. Let's figure out who's going to be our 14th winner. Let me introduce to you our new Hunger Gamers for the night. From District 1, yet again, we have Morbius and also 1000 Frogs. From District 2, we have Driver from Drive and Gabriela Montez from High School Musical. From District 3, we have Watermelon Steven and Meg Ryan. From District 4, we have Jack Sparerib, a magician that my brother saw one time, and an Alco RSD-16, which is a train. From District 5, we have Tom and Jerry. From District 6, we have Slumbo, which is... to annoy my sister, we invented this character, Slumbo, who was the other member of Mickey and Mouse's friends, and he looks and acts like Seth Rogen, but, like, more violent. So District 6 is Slumbo and Anne Hathaway from Les Mis, which is a movie I hate. From District 7, we have Moist Critical and a Sour Patch Kid. From District 8, we have Darth Vader and Dr. Ellie Sattler. From District 9, we have Jake Novak and Stray from Stray. From District 10, we have Popeye and a Popeye's chicken sandwich. From District 11, we have Albert Einstein and you, like literally you, the person watching this right now. And from District 12, we have Throg, which is the Thor frog, and also the Mighty Thor. Novak is back. I don't remember when I added Jake Novak, but I think he's funnier now. I'm pretty sure the last time he was in here, he was funny because of the school shooting video. This time, he's funny because of the SNL video. He's literally in the last one. Dog, that was a month ago. You want me to remember this stuff? Come on. All right, so these are our Hunger Gamers. The school what video? Jake Novak made a cringe rap song about school shootings. And it was like, yeah, it was really gross. All right, we're going to start a prediction. Who will win the Hunger Games? Odds or evens. So, go ahead and take a look. Pick somebody that you think might just win our 14th ever Hunger Games. And go ahead and predict which district you think is going to win. I want the Sour Patch guy to win. He's our underdog. I think the Sour Patch Kid has a shot. I feel like characters like the Sour Patch Kid always get to like the last day at least. And then sometimes they win. I mean, like, we got Kirby one time, right? Like, Dinobot Optimus Prime's just a little guy. Kirby's just a little guy. Angry Bird, he's kind of a little guy, but he's angry. A Big Ant is 3 feet tall, so that doesn't really count. And he's like a murder psychopath. But yeah, we've had a couple of little cute guys win. It's possible. Driver got this. Driver got close last time, and then Driver did not got this. But he's so cool. He's such a Sigma male, really. Not one person has any faith in you as the chatter, though. Come on, guys. Believe in yourselves. Drive as Black Panther for Sigmas. I love that. I love that statement, and I wish I could pin a comment. I think you are all sleeping on Throg. Throg rules. He's worthy. Let's see. How are the predictions looking? Mostly evens. Who's tipping the scales for evens? Oh, Driver. Let's see. Okay, so we have some people for Throg. That's an even. We have some people for Watermelon Steven. That's district. So that's odd. Got some people for Driver. That's even. Let's see. Who else? You guys have any other predictions? Let's see. Watermelon Steven, Driver, Throg. He's part of why I bet evens? Oh, Throg and Driver. Throg and Driver's a good team. If they team up, it's over. If they team up, we can just end the stream there. Because, like, we know who wins. But yeah, I like this roster. I think this is going to be a good one. Personally, I think... Okay, let me just tell you some standout thoughts right away. Morbius is going to die in a stupid way, because it's what Morbius does. I think one of the cute little guys between 1000 Frogs, Watermelon Steven, Jerry, Sour Patch Kids, Stray... One of the cute little guys is going to get pretty far, but not win. I think Meg Ryan or a Popeye's chicken sandwich is going to get really far and not do anything. Let's see. As far as winners, I could see Darth Vader, Mighty Thor, Driver. I got a good feeling about Tom and Jack Sparerib. All right. 24% for odds. Okay, let's get into it. These are your Hunger Gamers. With that, may the odds be ever in your favor. I've spent the remainder of my points in vain in hopes of Morbius. Why would you curse Morbius like that, Beard Strange? Beard Strange just killed Morbius. All right. May the odds be ever in your favor. Good luck. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds, and 1000 frogs run away from the cornucopia. Slombo grabs a shovel. Watermelon Steven runs away from the cornucopia. Tom runs away from the cornucopia. Meg Ryan runs away from the cornucopia. Jake Novak runs away from the cornucopia. Les Mis and Hathaway runs away from the cornucopia. A Popeye's chicken sandwich kills Jack Sparerib with his own weapon. Oh, no! So let me tell you a little bit about Jack Sparerib, by the way. Our brother, Zach Pack, in chat, went to go see a magic show by a guy named Jack Sparerib, who's fully stealing the Jack Sparrow character for his magician persona. And he put a cigarette through a quarter. And Zach Pack will talk to you at any point to tell you about how crazy it is that he put a cigarette through a quarter, and nobody knows how he did it. And then he'll be like, Zach Pack, you want to see a video of how you do that? And he's like, no, I saw the sorcery myself. So a Popeye's chicken sandwich just stuck a cigarette through Jack Sparerib. Say you want him to lose, Beard Strange? No, he can't force it. He can't force it because he's revealed his true wants, and that's what it takes. It's not about what he says, it's about what he actually wants. I'm gonna cry if Watermelon Steven dies right away. He got off the cornucopia. Alright. Mighty Thor finds a bag full of explosives. That's a heavy hitter. This is now the scariest person in the games. Throg once runs away from the cornucopia. Driver finds a canteen full of water. That's all he needs. Darth Vader runs away from the cornucopia. Sour Patch Kid and Popeye fight over a bag. Sour Patch Kid gives up and retreats. Good call. Because you can start a tug-of-war with Popeye. As soon as you see the can of spinach get pulled out, you run. The tug-of-war is over. Dr. Ellie Sattler runs away from the cornucopia. Jerry runs away from the cornucopia. Critical runs into the cornucopia and hides. Okay, wrong way a little bit there, Charlie, but, you know. You run into the cornucopia and hide, so you as Twitch chat are just kind of curled up with Critical in there. Gabriela Montez runs away from the cornucopia. Alco RSD-16 takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. I don't know how a train hand plans on using a sickle. I guess maybe like attaching it to the front. That seems less effective than just being a train. Albert Einstein takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Stray finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Stray 2 has archery mechanics, confirmed. Morbius stays at the cornucopia for resources. I've never seen this line of text. What is it? Stays at the cornucopia for resources? So Morbius, you, and Critical are all still at the cornucopia. Just sort of hanging out. All right, day one. Morbius and Driver split up for resources. Yo, the team up of the century? Now the Driver is Morbin? Meg Ryan sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Watermelon Steven, Critical, Tom, and you all hunt for other tributes. This is a team full of people I would like to see go far, and I don't think will. Slombo begs for a Popeye chicken sandwich to kill him. She reluctantly obliges, killing Slombo. This is actually what happened to him on the cartoon as well. This is why Slombo doesn't hang out with Mickey anymore. It's because he got killed by a chicken sandwich on screen. Dr. Ellie Sattler begs for Albert Einstein to kill her. He reluctantly obliges, killing Dr. Ellie Sattler. Guys, it's day one. What was... How gruesome... Maybe it was just that, like, the way that Jack Sparerib died was so gruesome that Slombo and Dr. Ellie Sattler were like, it's too much. I just feel like it's day one. It's too early to be looking for a way out of these games, right? Mighty Thor fishes. Okay. E equals MC square up. I like that. He didn't really square up so much as do a mercy killing, but sure, same thing. Jake Novak stalks Throg. He's gonna try and get Throg to get him on SNL. I don't think Throg has that kind of connection, but he's gonna try anyway. Gabriela Montez runs away from Anne Hathaway in Les Mis. Why? She's a sad, sad lady. I don't think you need to run away from her. He thinks it's Lorne Michaels. Yeah. Do we know for sure that Jake Novak knows that Lorne Michaels isn't a frog person? 1,000 frogs try and sleep through the entire day. That's cute. I like that. Rest up, guys. Jerry travels to higher ground. It's no use, Anakin. Bro, what if Jerry kills Darth Vader because he has the high ground now? Darth Vader overhears Stray and a Sour Patch Kid talking in the distance. This is an excellent team. Stray and a Sour Patch Kid? Nobody's gonna gang up on them. Popeye explores the arena. Alco RSD16 questions her sanity. Why are you questioning your sanity? You're a train. You don't need to be sane. Don't be sane, be a train. That's what I always say. All right, 3 cannon shots heard in the distance from day one. An eventful day one. Jack Sparerib, Slombo, and Dr. Ellie Sattler. Rest in peace, gamers. Hey, Mrs. Eefels, welcome. Everybody give some exclamation point Mrs. Eef to show your support. Let me... MRSZ? Oh, I did it wrong. MRSZ? There we go. Okay. Night 1. Stray and Meg Ryan tell stories about themselves to each other. That's cute. So now the team is Meg Ryan, a Sour Patch Kid, and Stray. You guys have got to draft a fighter. None of the 3 of you are going to do anything in a fight. I think when Meg Ryan is the strongest fighter among you, it's time to upgrade your whole team's thing, you know? Alco RSD16 tries to treat her infection, which is really difficult because it's a train. Critical looks into the night sky. Gabriela Montez starts a fire. Not for warmth or anything, she just wants to see something burn. Sour Patch Kid is awoken by nightmares. Oh. What's wrong, little guy? Darth Vader, Albert Einstein, Tom, Watermelon Steven, and Mighty Thor all track down and kill Jerry. Guys, Tom is done with the whole cartoon games. Tom is completely over this whole thing of like, oh, we like chase each other around and like throw dynamite or whatever. He's over it. He's like, no. I've been fooled before by trying to go after him myself. I'm going to assemble a suicide squad to go attack the mouse. R-rated Tom. No, that's the thing, is like, he knew no matter what I do, I've dropped safes on this guy, I've put dynamite in his mouth, nothing kills this mouse. So instead, I will assemble one of the smartest people of all time, a watermelon boy, a literal god, and Darth Vader to go kill the mouse. Darth Vader only said yes because Jerry got the high ground yesterday, and he hates that. This is the second saddest death in Hunger Games. Rue was the first. I mean, there was the time that Morbius got really far. Or the time Kermit died. Kermit was a hard one. Okay. Popeye and 1,000 Frogs work together to track down you and drown you. You see this, Twitch chat? You just got drowned by 1,000 frogs and also Popeye. I don't know who's doing most of the heavy lifting there, but it can't have been a pleasant experience for you. I don't know what's with all these team-ups, but like, everybody hated you and Jerry. You can't beat them? You can't beat Popeye and 1,000 Frogs working together, that's for sure. A Popeye's chicken sandwich passes out from exhaustion. Just take a nap, man. Driver, Jake Novak, Morbius, Throg, and Anne Hathaway all sleep in shifts. What a team up. A team of 100% Sigmas. Okay, so we have Team Sigma. We have Team aquatic, because Popeye's like a sailor and 1,000 frogs are amphibians. And then we just have the Death Squad. Darth Vader, Albert Einstein, Tom, Watermelon Steven, and Mighty Thor. And then we have Wholesome Junction, which is Stray, Meg Ryan, and Sour Patch Kid. If I'm Stray, Meg Ryan, or Sour Patch Kid, this does not seem like... There's been Hunger Games where wholesome teams have done well. I would try and join up with the frogs or Popeye at this point. This doesn't seem like one of those ones that's going to sit around and not do a lot most of the days. What a night one. Okay. Anne Hathaway discovers a river. Stray chases Watermelon Steven. I'm going to choose to believe that's like in a cute way and they're playing around. They're having fun. Meg Ryan just explores the arena. Throg, Popeye, and a Popeye's chicken sandwich all hunt for other tributes. Tom, Jake Novak, and 1,000 frogs all hunt for other tributes. Wait. What happened here? Because this is 3 different people from 3 different teams. Morbius explores the arena. Albert Einstein overhears Mighty Thor and Critical talking in the distance. Gabriela Montez attacks Darth Vader, but he manages to escape. I can't imagine how. It's a 17-year-old girl. With no notable, like, combat abilities. Sour Patch Kid and Driver split up to search for resources. Alco RSD-16 receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. So now this train is just an armory, and I don't know why. Okay, so here's my new theory. I think night one, a bunch of people teamed up just because they were panicking and they saw what happened day one. What happened to Jack Sparerib. And they were so, like, freaked out. They were like, we need to team up. We need to find teams. And everybody's just really desperate to be on a team, and they don't really care with who. So there's not actually any, like, allegiances formed yet. Everybody's just desperate to be not alone. Because the last time they saw what happened to somebody being alone was Jack Sparerib. And that dude got a cigarette shoved through his head. All right, 2 cannon shots. Jerry, in the most brutal murder I've ever heard. And you, the Twitch viewer. That's kind of a crazy first 2 days. All right, night 2. Critical receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Tom, Albert Einstein, Darth Vader, and Meg Ryan all tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. So this is 3 people from the Death Squad, so there is clearly still some sort of team-up happening. And Meg Ryan took my advice and got off Team Wholesome and onto a team who's here to win. Throg quietly hums. That is the cutest little... I love this. Hum away, little Throg. The train convinces Anne Hathaway to snuggle with her. That's cute. It's just Anne Hathaway all curled up with a train with some weapons strapped to the front of it. It's nice. Driver cries himself to sleep like a true Sigma. Bottle up your emotions and then only let them out when nobody's around. Stray falls into a frozen lake and drowns. No. That's so... Somebody resurrect Stray. This is the worst. All right. Sour Patch Kid lets Mighty Thor into her shelter. 1,000 frogs all fend off Jake Novak, Gabriela Montez, and a Popeye's chicken sandwich away from their fire. You guys are coming for 1,000 frogs? Fire? Get out of here. You will never get to that fire. Popeye ambushes Morbius and kills him. Oh, he got the spinach. He got the spinach. Hey, it's like day 3, right? Night 2. I think this is the longest anybody that Beard Strange has been rooting for has lasted. Congratulations, Beard Strange. All the way to night 2 before Popeye ate some spinach and ripped your guy in half. Like Juggernaut in Deadpool 2. Just like Morbius was sitting there, like reading through Twitters, seeing Morbius memes on like Discord and stuff, was like, oh, that's so funny. It says it's Morbin time, like it's Morphin time, but me, it's Morbius. And then Popeye is like, hey, hey, and then grabs him and rips him in half. That's so sad. Is it? Maybe it's time to let him go. Just kidding. Okay. You know, here I thought that on July 30th, we could maybe move on from the Morbius thing, but okay, I guess not. That's fine too. I wonder what the statistical chances of Morbius winning one of the 24 before the ultimate game starts. Watermelon Steven is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. That's sad. I don't know that you really want to heat up a watermelon that much, but it's sad. I don't know how much Watermelon Steven's actually going to do in a fight. Actually, no. Okay, except for against King Lucky. Because Lucky is allergic to watermelon, so I think that Watermelon Steven's actually very scary to Lucky. I saw Morbius on Blu-ray at Safeway for $11 today. It'll be $5 in a week. All right, day 3. Popeye and Tom work together for the day. What happened to Tom? I think that Tom woke up in a world without cartoon physics and was like, oh, I can actually kill people now. I love that. And he loves the bloodshed because he spent his entire life trying to kill a mouse by like dropping safes on him and like strapping him to rockets and stuff. He was like, oh, all I needed to do was hire a team of assassins. And then Popeye rips a guy in half and Tom's like, that's the guy I want on my team. Gabriela Montez goes hunting. Watermelon Steven, Anne Hathaway, Darth Vader, Mighty Thor all raid Throg's camp while he's hunting. Leave him alone. He's just a little frog god. What do you guys need from Throg? What resources does Throg have that you all need to team up and just like bully him? Jake Novak cannot handle the circumstances and schwoopsies. That sucks. Jake Novak cannot handle the circumstances and leaves TikTok. This is a very realistic one. Come back, Jake Novak. Make more funny stuff, because you had 2 of the hottest memes on TikTok in a row. We need you to post more cringe. We need something to unite around. Like in Avengers, where they fake Coulson's death, so the Avengers have somebody to avenge. We need Jake Novak to come back just so we all have somebody to unite against. Committed sewer slide? Yeah, Jake Novak's gone, buddy. Sour Patch Kid explores the arena. Land of the free, home of the brave. Land of Throg and Jake in the grave. A Popeye's chicken sandwich and an Alco RSD-16 work together for the day. Critical 1000 Frogs and Meg Ryan all track down and kill the driver. They hate Sigmas. Actually, I'm pretty sure Critical has done videos about like, Sigmas are so cringe. They're cringer than my butt cheeks. That's my Critical impression, and I think it's pretty good. Why do the people I love always die? Beard Strange, did you see, you watch Stranger Things? Or not Stranger Things. You watch, Walking Dead? I feel like you're Morgan. Just, like, walking around being like, everyone I've ever loved is dead. Everyone dies except for me. He'll say something worse. Yeah, I know he'll say something worse. But keep in mind the energy that I try and bring to my Twitch channel. I think that was a pretty good impression, all things considered, of the limitations of what I can say. Does that mean I get a cool murder stick? Yeah, you can have a cool murder stick. I'm not mad at that. Albert Einstein travels to higher ground. He's plotting against Darth Vader right now. Albert Einstein loved Throg. 4 cannon shots. And they're tragic ones, too. Stray. Morbius. Jake Novak. And the driver. Rest in peace, gamers. Morbius is dead? Yeah, Popeye ripped him in half. Alright. Let's see who we still have alive. From District 1, 1000 Frogs have 2 kills. District 2, Gabriela Montez is still alive. District 3, Watermelon Steven and Meg Ryan both have 1 kill. District 4, an Alco RSD-16. District 5, Tom has 1 kill. 1 kill he did himself. He commanded plenty of kills. Hey, thanks for resurrecting Stray. District 6, Anne Hathaway from Les Mis. District 7, Moist Critical has 1 kill, and Sour Patch Kid is still in. Darth Vader has 1 kill. District 10, Popeye has 2 kills, and a Popeye's chicken sandwich has 2 kills. District 11, Albert Einstein has 2 kills. District 12, Throg is still alive, and Mighty Thor has 2 kills. So let's say odds have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people left, and then evens have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. What day are we on? Night 3. Okay, Anne Hathaway and Les Mis and Critical huddle for warmth. 1000 Frogs, Throg, Sour Patch Kid, Tom, and the Mighty Thor all track down and kill Watermelon Steven. The Death Squad is back and better than ever. And cuter than ever. There are 2 frogs and a Sour Patch Kid on this new Death Squad. Mighty Thor is just an assassin. I quit. It's too late. There's no quitting in the Hunger Games. This is too sad. It's the tragedy of the Hunger Games. Alco RSD-16, Meg Ryan, and a Popeye's chicken sandwich all sleep in shifts. Dude, okay, I firmly believe Mighty Thor, even though she's been a part of a lot of deaths, has not, like, had... I don't think that she's got any malice to it. I think that she's just like, yeah, it's work. I'm just doing what has to happen. Gabriela Montez, Albert Einstein, and Popeye discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Who the Mighty Thor is going to kill next. Darth Vader tends to his wounds. Into the back to tank Annie. To be honest, I'm starting to think Tom is going to get this whole games wrapped up. Tom is But here's the thing. We've seen politicians before. We've seen people take Tom's approach of just like teaming up with strong people before. They can get far, but they can't win. Because eventually you got to do some dirty work. All right, day 4. Gabriela Montez makes a slingshot. Not going to be very useful because there's multiple Thor hammers in play. Also, what's a slingshot going to do against 1,000 frogs? Darth Vader tracks down and kills Popeye to avenge his best friend Morbius. Anne Hathaway scares Meg Ryan off. Remember when I predicted that Meg Ryan was going to last a long time and not do anything? I'm kind of goated at this. A Popeye's chicken sandwich makes a wooden spear. 1,000 frogs makes a slingshot. Throg receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. I guess to look like a tiny Stormbreaker. Mighty Thor scares off Critical. I get it, man. I would also be scared. She has killed a lot of people. Alco RSD-16 tries to sleep through the entire day, but can't because it's a train. Sour Patch Kids explore the arena. Albert Einstein receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Tom bleeds out due to untreated injuries. He tried to appear strong as like a fearless leader and didn't reveal that in the battle against Watermelon Steven, he got a cut. So Watermelon, I'm going to give this kill to Watermelon Steven, even though he didn't technically get it. 3 cannon shots heard in the distance. Watermelon Steven. Popeye. And Tom the Cat. Rest in peace, gamers. She was checking that I'm still alive because we had a electric issue. But we're fine. Not in this room. Okay. So, night 4, Albert Einstein tries to sing himself to sleep. That's cute. Meg Ryan bashes a Sour Patch Kid's head against a rock several times. She heard me say that thing about Meg Ryan not doing anything, and she was like, oh, you want to see something? Bring me the Sour Patch Child. Darth Vader thinks about home. Throg sees a fire but stays hidden. Oh no. Remember when Critical was running away from Critical? Or wait, no, Critical was running away from Thor yesterday? The mighty Thor lets Critical into her shelter. They've turned it around and now they're buddies. There's no need to be scared, Charlie. 1,000 frogs and Gabriela Montez run into each other and decide a truce for the night. Smart call, Gabriela. The 1,000 frogs have been here to play today. A Popeye's chicken sandwich begs for an Alco RSD-16 to kill her. She refuses, keeping the Popeye's chicken sandwich alive. Has the train done anything? The train the first couple days strapped some weapons to the front of it. But other than that, it's just been like cuddling with Anne Hathaway and not doing anything. Anne Hathaway loses sight of where she is. All right, day 5. Mighty Thor sprains her ankle while running away from 1,000 frogs. I feel like you should fly. If I was running away from frogs, I would fly. But that's just me. Critical tends to the wounds of a Popeye's chicken sandwich. Meg Ryan forces Darth Vader to kill either Albert Einstein or Gabriela Montez. He decides to kill Einstein. I was wrong. I thought Meg Ryan wasn't doing anything, but she was just biding her time. She was waiting for Tom. Remember how Tom was a politician who had people doing his bidding? She was just waiting for the power vacuum to open up. Because she knew that Tom was going to get overconfident and get got for it. And now that there's no, like, strong leader in the games, Meg Ryan was like, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Meg. M to the E-G. Meg Ryan has to go. No, she has to go to the top. Anne Hathaway diverts Throg's attention and runs away. Number one threat. That's right. Meg Ryan is now like the top gamer. Alco RSD 16 questions their sanity. This is the second time this train has questioned their sanity. 2 cannon shots. Both of them pretty gruesome. Sour Patch Kid and Albert Einstein. 2 victims of Meg Ryan. Night 5. A Popeye's chicken sandwich, Darth Vader, Throg, and Gabriela Montez all tell ghost stories to each other to lighten the mood. Anne Hathaway receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. 1,000 frogs all tend to Meg Ryan's wounds. Lots of tiny doctors. Critical loses sight of where he is. Mighty Thor sets up camp for the night. Alco RSD receives explosives from an unknown sponsor. Don't waste your explosives on an Alco RSD 16. It's not going to use them. It's just going to curl up in a ball and cuddle with Anne Hathaway and question their sanity. Uh-oh, day 6, Meg Ryan injures herself. I hope those frogs are still down to do some more first aid, because that could go bad. Gabriela Montez receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. And it's engraved with a little TB for Troy Bolton. Throg receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Mighty Thor searches for a water source. 1,000 frogs receive explosives. 1,000 tiny hand grenades. A Popeye's chicken sandwich receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. The sponsors are sending everything today. Toss the rock. The train and Anne Hathaway split up to search for resources. This is the weakest team I've ever heard of. This is not a good team to be on. Darth Vader cannot handle the circumstances and jumps on the sewer slide. Rest in peace, Annie. Critical falls into a pit and dies. No doubt planted there by Meg Ryan. Wait until the train wins. That will not happen. It's done nothing but team up with Anne Hathaway and cry. And also, Anne Hathaway has done nothing but cry. 2 cannon shots. Darth Vader. And Critical. By the way, I am crowning Critical among Meg Ryan's kills. Crying OP? No. Meg Ryan sets up Fort Knox for the night. Popeye's chicken sandwich stays awake all night. Gabriela Montez tends to the wounds of Anne Hathaway. The Mighty Thor begs the Alco RSD 16 to kill her, and she reluctantly obliges, running over the Mighty Thor. She doesn't... Mighty Thor realized that she was nothing but a pawn in Meg Ryan's games. And went to the sweetest, tenderest heart in the whole games. This train. And asked for a way out. That's so out of character. I think she just kind of woke up and realized, like, oh, this isn't just work. This is the grim biddings of Meg Ryan. 1,000 frogs all go to sleep. Throg climbs a tree to rest. That makes a lot of sense. He is a frog. All right, the feast. The cornucopia replenishes with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. So this is to try and bait everybody into the middle to try and get some action going, which, if they don't, can sometimes cause an arena event, which is bad news. Anne Hathaway stuffs a bundle full of dry clothes into a backpack before sprinting away. Gabriela Montez decides not to go to the feast. The train decides not to go to the feast. The frogs decide not to go to the feast. A Popeye chicken sandwich decides not to go to the feast. Is anybody gonna go to this feast? Somebody's gotta go eat this food. Throg decides not to go to the feast. Meg Ryan decides to not go to the feast. Okay, so, like, Anne Hathaway's the only one who went to the feast, and they were only there for, like, a second and then dipped. Terrible feast. All right, day 7. Throg travels to higher ground, climbing up with their webbed hands. A Popeye's chicken sandwich tries to spearfish with a trident. I hate that. That is trident fishing. Meg Ryan and Gabriela Montez decide to work together for the day. The smartest thing Gabriela has done in the games. Do not get on Meg's bad side. The train discovers a river. Anne Hathaway tries to spearfish with a trident. Again, it's not spearfishing if you're doing it with a trident. That's trident fishing. 1,000 frogs try to climb a tree, but they all fall. I don't know how that happens, but through a horrible freak accident, all the frogs fall out of the tree. That sucks. I loved the frogs. 2 cannon shots. Okay. Both of these people... Oh, the tree falls down. That actually makes way more sense. The tree fell down. Okay, remember the first few days? Mighty Thor and 1,000 Frogs were hitters. And now they're gone. Like, the only people left... Throg and the Popeye's chicken sandwich are really the only two, like, people who have gotten in any fights yet, you know? Meg Ryan has successfully thinned the herd, but also, she doesn't really have anybody that she can send as her hitman anymore. 2 cannon shots for the Mighty Thor and 1,000 Frogs. All right, night 7. We're getting very close to the end here. A Popeye's chicken sandwich shoots a arrow into the head of Throg. Right between the little frog eyes. There's a crack of thunder as a little frog falls out of the sky. Anne Hathaway stabs Gabriela Montez while her back is turned. Anne Hathaway can do anything? I need Meg Ryan to die for the payout? It's possible. A train is awoken by nightmares. All right, what's going to happen for Meg Ryan? She tends to her wounds. She's not going to make the same mistake as Tom. Dude. Okay, here's the picture I have in my head. We see, silhouetted against a sky lit up by thunder, a little frog holding a hammer. And then a tiny little arrow. And Throg falls from the sky. And we zoom in really close so we see a Popeye's chicken sandwich holding a bow. All right, day 8. We're getting into the realm where anything can be the final day. The Popeye's chicken sandwich travels to higher ground. Meg Ryan overhears the train and Anne Hathaway talking in the distance. Oh, no. That useless team I was talking about, they're both still in. It's just Team Useless and Meg Ryan and a Popeye's chicken sandwich. 2 cannon shots for Throg and Gabriela Montez. Meg Ryan tends to the wounds of the train. She found a way to get back on a team. Anne Hathaway and the chicken sandwich run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Guys, it's way too late in the game to still be making truces. I think the chicken sandwich will win because it's the Hunger Games and it's a sandwich. That's true. If you're going strictly by the name of the Hunger Games, he should have a huge advantage. Day 9, the train defeats Meg Ryan in a fight but spares her life. No! Train! Meg Ryan, she saw through Meg Ryan's game. Because Meg Ryan was like, oh, let me tend to your wounds. Let me fix up your wheels and axles and other train parts. But the train realized Meg Ryan is not to be trusted. I was like, no, I will fight you. I know what you're trying to do. And was like, I'm going to be just like Anne Hathaway. I'm going to turn cold in these last couple days. And I'm going to win the Hunger Games. And then realized at the last moment, as she's just about to hit Meg Ryan, she doesn't have it in her. That is not good. Anne Hathaway tries to sleep through the entire day. Popeye's chicken sandwich receives fresh food from another sponsor, which is kind of like Friends for the chicken sandwich. All right. No cannon shots. See, we're kind of in a lull, which means that there might be an arena event, which I think it's possible for there to be no winners if, like, the arena catches on fire at this point. Oh, here we go. Wait. Sorry? Anne Hathaway, an Alco RSD-16, a Popeye's chicken sandwich, and Meg Ryan tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Okay, so here's what I think happened. I think after yesterday, they realized that we are in the last stretch. We're in the 11th hour. And this night, they were all exhausted. Anne Hathaway spent the entire day trying to sleep yesterday. That they were just like, look, we know that we're beyond the point of truces. Can we just have one more night before it all happens? So they decided to truce for the night and tell ghost stories before getting back into the games. Anne Hathaway diverts the train's attention and runs away. Meg Ryan repeatedly stabs the chicken sandwich to death with sighs. She goes full Electra on the chicken sandwich. And the last night meant nothing to Meg Ryan. It was strictly strategic. Everybody else was like, I need a break for my humanity. Meg Ryan was like, I need a break to rest off that fight that I lost because I'm about to win this whole thing. That's so dark. Uh-huh. It's the Hunger Games. The book is about children doing this. This is less dark than that. 1 cannon shot for the Popeye's chicken sandwich. Anne Hathaway and Meg Ryan tell stories about themselves to each other. Anne Hathaway doesn't know about the chicken sandwich. Anne Hathaway thinks that they're doing the team up thing every night, that they're just not fighting at nighttime. The train is awoken by nightmares. The train stabs Meg Ryan in the back with a trident. Meg Ryan runs into the train, and she's like, I know now that you're too weak, that you're not gonna... When it comes down to it, you won't kill me. And she turns her back, not even gonna fight the train. And that's when the train musters up the strength to do what needs to be done, to take out the greatest villain that we've seen in the Hunger Games in a long time. She can come back from that? I'm not so confident. Anne Hathaway dies from an infection. And with that, Meg Ryan, Anne Hathaway, the winner of our 14th Hunger Games is the Alco RSD-16, a train I had never heard of before today. Toot toot indeed. Well done, Alco. You had to sell your soul to get there, but you defeated Meg Ryan. What an excellent games. Congratulations to the Alco RSD-16. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I had a very good time. I hope that you did as well. I'm going to do the Twitch payout. Choose outcome. Let's see. They were from District 4, so the evens win it. I'm at camp next week, so I won't be around. But I really appreciate you hanging out. I had a very good time. I hope that you did as well. And with that, good night, and God bless.